There we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Niche Lifestyle Show. Let's bring on Adam and Mark.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon, morning, evening.
It's definitely afternoon. It is here. How are you?
Doing
Pretty
good. Yeah, doing good, thanks.
Good. Let's start with Adam. How is Spanish life? Surely you should be sleeping
Spanish
now,
life is
really. Anyway.
good. I did on my fourth couch to 5K run this morning, which was pretty good. Actually managed to get out before the sunrise this morning. So as I was coming back, I could see the sunrise over the water, which was giving me proper Ibiza vibes. I've never been to Ibiza, but I've seen loads of people post that sunrise in Ibiza. It was giving me proper Ibiza vibes.
It's beautiful, isn't it? In the morning, comes up about 8 o'clock, I think, doesn't it? Now, about 8:05, something like that.
Yeah. I didn't even catch it fully coming up. I could just see it over the horizon, but it just makes me sad now thinking we've only got a couple of weeks left, and then am I going to stick to this couch to 5K thing when I come back to the UK and it's raining and I haven't got a flat running next to the water and looking at the sunrise? I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I think it's easier to get out and about here for sure, isn't it? With the weather. Yeah,
and in other news, I've still not caught any fish. So been fishing since I got here, and I've still not caught any fish.
We'll make a pescador out of you yet. That's fisherman, by the way. Spanish coming on. Mark, what have you been up to? You've been running?
No, I haven't been running. I've couched 5K before, though, in the past. It was good. It was a good way to get you running. It's amazing when you first get to the 5K, I think. If anybody, I've never been a runner and spent many years being a dad and not exercising a lot. So I actually want to get to running 5K without stopping. It's awesome feeling. So yeah, all good. Got
I don't know what there's a bit
of
a connection issue.
Chicken incident overnight. So there is the quality is poor, isn't it?
Yeah, the quality is crap.
You just check what's going on. No VPN running. Bear me a second.
Shall we reconnect?
You might have to, maybe. It's because I'm trying it on my laptop today, which should be fine. I normally stream. Oh, there we go. It's better now. Adam's gone. Is it?
Adam's going for it. Adam's going for a reconnect anyway.
Okay.
Oh, I'm freezing. I'll try as well.
Okay. Interesting. Bear with us a second and we will get this fixed. Okay, let's try that again. Is that better?
That looks better. Is this not the laptop now?
This is not the laptop. No, this is on my iMac, which kind of hardwired in, sort of. So works better, but obviously it's behind me, so it's kind of difficult to see what everyone's doing. But we'll sort that out in a second. In the meantime, carry on. Sorry, Mark, what were you saying?
I just to bring, I'm the bringer of bad news or something, isn't it? It seems to be that, but. I keep chickens. Had one of the chickens. Found one of the chickens dead last night in the nesting box. So,
oh god,
they're going quite old. They're getting quite manky. So
manky chickens.
Too surprising. But yeah, I got to arrange a cremation party later for that. So
okay,
that's just Sunday dinner, isn't it?
I don't think you'd want to eat it, would you?
Chicken that old. Definitely want to eat that old. Yeah,
that wouldn't be too tasty. And did you get many eggs out of it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're pretty good. They lay 6 out of 7 days a week, probably.
Yeah, pretty good. So you eat a lot of eggs?
We do eat a lot of eggs. My wife makes a lot of cakes, which is why I'm a little bit round in places. So
cakes. Love cakes.
Not as many as I don't know. I mean, Jess makes a lot of cakes as well. So
Yeah, but she doesn't make them for me. That's the difference. She makes them to sell. I never get any. You get the rubbish leftover bits.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I've seen you eating a few cakes.
That's why he's doing his Couch to 5K. Okay. What's new with you guys on your website front? Anything to report?
What, is it like niche website builders or personal sites?
Anything to report on either front would be interesting.
Well, we keep hinting at a couple of things we're going to launch for niche website builders. We made a key hire for one of the things that we're going to be launching soon today, so that's really exciting. Hoping to get this service shaped and finalized, hopefully, so we can launch it for Black Friday, which will be exciting. It's not something we see pretty much anyone in the space doing. It's a service that loads of people will probably want, but like really hard to find at a price point that works for kind of where we're at. So yeah, there's that. And then on the personal sites, I don't know how your sites are, Alex, but one of my sites that was hit in previous update came roaring back on Sunday night, like from the dead. And then I saw Glenn mention, I don't know if you follow Glenn, I have to try to find his surname. He's always on like search engine land and stuff. He's seen loads of sites that were hitting the May core update reverse over the last couple of days with the finish of the product update rollout. So yeah, I don't know if anyone else has seen that. Did they have a site hit, didn't change anything and come back? I don't know.
Well, I don't want to speak too soon, but yeah, one of mine does look like it's possibly recovering. The darts one, although it got a little bit skewed because I'm going to call them the floaters now. Fans of Charles Float play a little game with me. They're basically in my keywords within Google Search Console, it said Charles Float is your daddy or something. Basically, they've been using like a CTR bot or something to bring it up my site. Basically, Google dartpicks.com and then added some funny words at the end. Did that like 300 times and clicked through and caused a massive spike, but also that hilarity in my search console. Charles had nothing to do with it, he claims. But just one of his fans did it for a laugh. So that skewed my figures. So I'm waiting for that to kind of move along a bit. But it looks like there is some growth. So I don't know whether his friend's CTR bot had anything to do with that, but it could.
Can you imagine that actually made a recover? Like that was the outcome.
I don't think so. But it's interesting. I should say that no Doug today. What is Doug doing? Has he got something better on? What's he up to?
Family down? Is his father down? Maybe.
Oh, family stuff.
Yeah, family stuff.
So apart from that, all my sites seem to be okay. I just put up a quick short, by the way. Did you get an email from Amazon? They're offering like high commission on certain categories. All you have to do is opt in by clicking the link in the email. And some of the commissions were going up from like 4 to 9%.
Yeah, and I thought it was weird that they make you click to opt in. They've done this in the past around like certain times, and it's just automatically applied, doesn't it? This is the first time I've seen you have to click to opt in. I wonder how many people have done it.
I don't know. I've just reminded everyone today. So make sure you do that. Click. It's like extra commission from one click. So that's perfect. Are your sites recovering then, Mark? Any change?
No, I've had one of mine's. I've had a couple actually that have been hit to a certain degree, but there's no bounce back or anything like that yet. Oh. I'm still got a hope, but I've had a few that are hit. They're all kind of the same sort. I've kind of structured all of those sites in the same way, which is kind of like a dictionary based. So it's kind of like. If you can imagine like plants or something, we could have the varieties of plants you can click on have like a B, C, D, E, F, G, like the alphabet on the front page, and you can click on C to see all the flowers or plants that begin with the letter C, for example. It's kind of like, I call it a dictionary site. And I've got a few of those and they've been working really well. But yeah, all those, I've got 3 of those, and all of those took a hit to some degree in the recent update. So
you think Google doesn't like the structure of your sites for some reason?
Maybe. I need to dig into it a bit more, whether it's the structure or what, but I need to see if I can work that out. But it was weird that it was all of those ones. Those are the ones, they're all the same, and those are the ones that I only saw any change on. So it could be, don't know. I haven't really dug into it, to be honest, so I can't really report on any insight, but other than those ones did get. Yeah.
Okay, well, today we are going to be talking about the art of saying no. What on earth are we talking about here? Who wants to start with this one? Basically, I think the art of saying no is all about when you're in business, probably more with a client-faced business, but also maybe just in general. You're always trying to please everyone all the time, especially clients and things, and you can end up just saying yes and doing things that maybe aren't actually good for your business. What are your thoughts on the art of saying no, Adam?
Yeah, I mean, this is something I struggled with for a long time, and I recommend a book. I read a book about it was after we started these reps, maybe a year into, so about 2 years ago, called "The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck." It's a funky title, but the book really shifted my mindset because I'm naturally a people pleaser. Like I want to please everyone. And I want to say yes to everything, and I always feel bad saying no or like letting people down. But my biggest takeaway from the book, which kind of shifted my mindset, was about how it's fine to say no to people, and how they react is not in your control. So if you say no to someone and it upsets them, that's not on you. That's on them for being upset that you wouldn't do something for them.
It's not your problem, really.
Yeah, that's it. And the whole book is kind of like structured around mechanisms and how to change your way you're on thinking like that. And doing that, I think like I had to do something because running the business, like I was trying to people please everyone in the business, and I was the go-to for like loads of people, and then I just had to start saying, no, that's not my job. Go and speak to so and so. No, that's not my job. I don't do this anymore. Go and speak to so and so. Or even though that's not my job, like go and figure it yourself. And I really struggled with that before because I feel like a dick, like saying that kind of stuff. But that changed my mindset to thinking I'm not a dick. I shouldn't feel like a dick for it, even though I'm saying no, basically.
Yeah, you just got to prioritize your stuff and do what's working for you. And you can't please all the people all the time anyway, can you? I mean, that's impossible.
Yeah.
Only end up letting some people down.
I don't know if you two are people pleasers, but as a people pleaser, you do try and please everyone and say yes to everything you can. I think because the fear of saying no and the fear of letting someone down and the fear of like disappointing someone because you say no can be quite a powerful thing. Like it affects what you do and the actions you take and what you say yes, and then ultimately what you can say yes to for other things.
Yeah.
Exactly. By the way, I've realised I just haven't said hello to everyone. I think we should do that, and then we're going to take a few questions as well. And then we'll carry on talking about this, because it does actually, the more I think about it, it applies to things like your social media, YouTube, that kind of thing. For me particularly, because when I first started, I always tried to reply and help all of my viewers, whether they had a question on whatever, and I got to the point where that wasn't sustainable either. But yeah, we got Bradbury in, we got Gaz in, Julian's in, good to see you, Marcus is here, Niche Site Dojo, Sue, the saviour of WP Eagle, is in, and Vince is in. Got 5 new members last night. Carl very graciously gifted 5 subs. I didn't even know you could do that. It's kind of becoming more like Twitch here every day. So that's kind of cool. We have got a couple of questions and statements like this one from Bradbury. Says, learn to say no to mates asking to fix their PC, sort their website out, make some images for them, any other PC-based task.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, massively. One of Jess's friends going back 6 months ago said, oh, I really want to start a website about like frugal living, but I don't know where to start. So I was like, oh, come up to the house one night. I'll set up the website. I'll give you a space on my hosting, and we'll register the domain together. We'll set it up. All you have to do is go in and post. I checked the other day. She's done nothing with it. Literally nothing. I spent the whole night with her, and I'm thinking, why did I do that for? I should have just said no, figure it out yourself. Like, what a waste of time.
Loser, and you're not even using it anyway.
Yeah.
Ugh, yeah. I don't get so much of that now, but I did used to always have to fix people's computers and websites and stuff. And it's very difficult to say no to friends and family, though, isn't it?
I literally sent a message over to Adam over the weekend, a friend of the family of mine, who said that their daughter's laptop had they were just showing the cursor and they couldn't get it to fix, and they were going to take it down the Apple store to get it fixed unless I could could they bring it round to me first? And I said, have you tried turning it off and on again? And they were like, no, I tried it and it worked, of course.
Well, that
The
is.
old
I mean,
classic
most
on and off.
technical support is that. Really.
Exactly. So yeah, it was classic. But, yeah. And I think what Adam was saying, like, it feeds into a little bit like Adam was saying last week about like it's about what other people think, thinking about what other people will think of you if you do say no. And you're saying it last time, like, if the business failed, like what people would think of you. Like, I don't really have a problem saying no because I don't care what other people think, but like that's what it doesn't let it affect me and my view. So if they think they want to think that, then they think that. But my wife's the opposite. So she just she's much better now than she used to be. But she used to always say yes to people, always actually proactively go out to try and help people as well. So not even saying yes, but she would be, and she just found she was just always busy, but unhappy because she's just constantly in service of other people, constantly like helping other people, not really getting it in return to the same degree. She still struggles with that a bit because she's still very overly helpful. And when she doesn't get that reciprocated, that can be a challenge at times. But
yeah,
I think it feeds into other stuff as well. Like that we've talked about over the number of weeks, like how much do you value your time? Like if you keep saying yes to people, you're just saying your time's worthless. It's not worth, something you're to do for yourself.
Yeah,
as well.
I mean, you've got to spend the majority of your time on your stuff, really, haven't you? I mean, it's fine to help people, and I'm a strong believer of karma and all that kind of stuff, but there's obviously a limit. You can't spend all your time helping everyone else. I think the biggest thing for me was when I had a business, and when we were doing particularly website stuff and pay-per-click management, analytics stuff. And you'd get these small clients, or you'd just get these certain clients that were just energy sappers. They'd want everything. They wouldn't want to pay the full rates. They'd always want a discount. And they would just, take up all of your time. And it was getting to the point where, it was having an effect on the business, a negative effect. And not just saying no, but actually saying, look, we can't do business with you anymore. Or when it got to a renewal, saying, we've had to put our prices up. They've actually gone up like 3 times or whatever. And hoping just to kind of scare them off. But yeah.
Sacking a client was something so liberating. And when you work for a company or a corporate, they tell you who to work with. You've got no choice. When I was at Microsoft, I worked with some horrible investment bankers. And they generally were investment bankers. And I said, look, Ryan for something else. But, no, it was generally investment bankers. Like, working for investment banks in Canary Wharf, and they were just stressed because they were under lots of pressure and stuff.
But they're more stressed right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I bet they are. But you've got no choice. But when you've got your own thing, your own business, you can choose to sack clients. There's nothing more liberating.
But I mean, when you
enjoyable.
start out in your own business, you just you think every client's equal, and everyone. As soon as you get like a sniff of a client, you do all you can to say yes and try and get them on board, even though they say, "Oh, can I do it for less?" and "Can you do this?" and and you just think they're all going to be worth it, but actually they end up costing you more money. And my experience, I found that corporate clients were the best actually because they generally have way more money and they don't care so much about that.
Oh yeah.
The small
the less they pay, the more they're paying.
Yeah. They're spending their own money, their own life savings with you, and it's very important. And they want blood for that.
Yeah.
Julian wonders if you two are twins. You're not related, are you? You do have
I
a
hope
similar
not.
look going on.
I'm about 20 years younger than Mark.
20 years.
Bradbury's correcting dad and lad.
Dad and lad.
That makes sense.
Which way around though, Bradbury? Which way around?
Nishad Doja, when you first learn to say no, it starts to feel good. Are you allowed to say no to a beard at niche website builders? I don't think that's allowed, no. Being an IT support for the family is a nightmare. It is. Did you ask Doug to stay on and he said no? Well, we know what Doug would say about it. He would say no to anything pretty much. He just doesn't give an F.
Doug is the literal part of saying no to anything, isn't he?
Yeah. He said no, he said no to this week. So.
There's an event coming up soon in America next month. I don't know how much I can say about it. I won't say too much, with a well-known company that a lot of us work with. And hopefully going to meet Doug in real life. That's exciting.
Nice.
And all those other legends that are on YouTube. I think Ron Stefanski's going to be there. And, well, who knows who's going to be there? It's going to be exciting. Carl Broadbent's going to be there. So, yeah. But I've now learned that living somewhere like here in southern Spain, that does have a big effect on travelling. Because, when I lived in England, I was like an hour and a half from Heathrow and a couple of hours from Gatwick, Luton, airports all around. Easy to get an international flight. But, yeah, to get from Malaga to San Diego, not quite as straightforward as I thought. But all booked now, looking forward to it. Of course, there will be some videos coming. I think Phil's going to be there, of course. Yeah, Phil, you're coming. You make a little holiday out of it. Because a lot of people said, what, you going to San Diego for like 5 days? Yeah. It'll be fine.
Well, that is a short trip.
Anyone know any tips or hacks to get free upgrades on flights? There must be.
There's got to be a blog about that. There's got to be an interest. 100%.
I heard if you check in late, that's a good thing. If you check in late, maybe. I don't know.
No idea. Surely with the money you make, Alex, you could just upgrade yourself to business anyway. Come on now.
Yeah, I could, but it's such a big difference. It's like
it's mental, isn't it? I don't know how people can justify it. It's crazy.
No, it's. I would normally. I mean, I'm perfectly fine with spending on airport lounges and all that kind of stuff. That's a given, and I can always eat and drink enough to get value from that. If it's a decent one. I mean, the one at Leeds Airport was didn't even have like a fridge full of drinks. I mean, normally there's a fridge full of drinks. At least you can just like get 10 bottles of water and you've covered the cost. But no, there was just like a tap and some weird pasta bake food. Yeah, it was very strange. Anyway, we've digressed. Fellow popcorn user here. What's the line about today? We're talking about the art of saying no, but we can of course talk about anything. I don't know if Pat Flynn's going to be there. He might be there. You never know. Sue says dressing smart. You've got to look business class to get upgraded to business class. That might be true. They're not going to let some scruffy.
With a big suitcase. Don't bother packing a bag. Just take a suitcase, 3-piece suit, maybe like a hat.
Yeah, like a bowler hat, umbrella.
Yeah, just get like a Financial Times sticking out of your pocket at the top. So it looks like you're stock trader, maybe, or a banker.
Yeah. Although from my past experience of flying business class, most people in there are just wearing jeans and a t-shirt anyway, and just on laptops. And they're all niche website owners. So
yeah, if you're lucky, maybe the person on the service desk will be an eagler, and they recognise you.
That's it. Then I should just get it automatically. So, talking about the art of saying no, how do you think this applies to niche websites? Because one example I get is I'm getting emails all the time across all my sites and WP Eagle from people saying, they'll either want to link to me or they'll offer a guest post, which always kind of sounds appealing on the front of it, but I tend to always say no to them because I know what they're after. They're just after a link. So I guess it applies there. What are your thoughts?
I think saying no to yourself, maybe, for focus on the things you shouldn't be focusing on that seem like fun and interesting, but actually focusing on the stuff that's going to make a difference. So I think
that's true.
That's about being
no to doing everything yourself, especially when you start getting a little bit of income. I found that if you really want to scale, you do have to outsource. And so I want to make some videos for my darts website. I want to get the YouTube going on that because a lot of people searching for like funny darts fails, darts trick shots, all those kind of things, which are basically just clips videos. Of course, you just need to scour the internet, find all the clips and edit them together. And I thought, well, I could do that, but that would be like 4 or 5 hours probably of my time, maybe longer. Got a guy on Fiverr doing it for like 60, 70 bucks, something like that. I haven't seen the video yet. I've only just ordered it, but it's got to be fine. He said he'll go and find all the best clips and whatever. So, yeah, saying no to yourself when it comes to shall I do that or whatever, but I don't know. Adam, what are you thinking?
I also think saying no to other things outside of like working on the website to make time for that, or maybe just in general. So like, this past week I've been trying to post more stuff on LinkedIn, and I've been trying to do 2 posts a day and interact and stuff. But it takes up like an hour to an hour and a half of time every day, and I've got to find that somewhere. So I've had to say no to other things, and the thing I've said no to is sleep. I just get up a bit earlier and do that. But I mean, if I was back home, that would probably mean saying no to, maybe hanging out with some friends, or say no to watching a film in the evening, or doing something else. If you're committed to something, you've got to find time for something, and that would probably mean you've got to say no to whatever you would spend that time doing elsewhere. That could be as easy as saying, I'm going to say no to just spending time sitting on my phone for an hour looking at Facebook, and I'm going to use it productively. Or I could say no to watching an hour of TikTok in the night, and I'm going to work on my website. But it comes back to saying no to yourself, really, which is what Mark said.
Yeah. Some good tips there. It can be hard, though.
Yeah, it is hard.
But yeah, lots of tips still coming in on how to get free upgrades on aeroplanes. So maybe there is a niche website there. I don't know. Maybe not a big enough subject.
Isn't that guy, what's his name? He built a massively valuable newsletter doing it. What's his name? Jake something, is it?
On how to get free upgrades.
How to get cheap airline tickets and free upgrades and all that kind of stuff. And I'm sure he makes millions from it now.
Oh, I can't remember what his name is, yeah. Didn't he sell it?
Yeah, I think he sold it for millions. I'm sure Jake, his name was, I think. Or Paul, like Paul's Flight Tips or something like that. But it was a newsletter.
Jake
And every week or every day, he would find like the best flight deals, put them in his newsletter and send it out. But then it grew into a community, and people were sharing how to use like your air miles and all kinds of stuff like that.
I'll have to check it out. There's got to be a way to. So the tips are: dress smart, tell them it's your 50th birthday, apparently sit at the rear of the plane. It's pretty too late by the time you're on the plane, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'd imagine so.
Erosium always wears jammies to the airport. Okay. Don't you just put them on when you get on the plane? You wear them actually in the airport. Bazadev's got a question here. Apart from blogging, have you guys tried any other side hustles?
Adam's
nodding there.
List as long as his arm.
King of side hustles I am. I've done everything from all the other digital stuff through to when I was younger, I worked on, my dad had a burger van, like a catering trailer, and I'd work on that during the weekends when I was a student. And then when I was working my job, I started a food delivery service before food delivery services became popular. So like on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, I'd make breakfasts between the hours of 8 and 12, and I'd make them, and my partner at the time would go out and deliver them. That was a great side hustle. Like, we were so busy, like incredibly busy, but it gets boring really quick. Quick. Did it for a couple of months, and then the kitchen was full of grease because you're cooking breakfast Saturday and Sunday, like loads of it. And then you get to the point where you get too busy and you can't cook it all on the house cooker anymore. But yeah, we had the food hygiene rating come around, give us a 5-star for a home kitchen and everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you were delivering like bacon sandwiches and stuff? What were you doing?
Yeah, bacon rolls, sausage rolls, breakfast trays, everything. Funny story is one of our content writers actually delivered breakfast to him like years ago, and then when I was interviewing, I was like, "I know your face," and he's like, "Yeah, you delivered breakfast to me years ago."
What was the organisation called?
Hungry Adam's Food. In fact, that's still my Instagram name. My Instagram is still Hungry Adam.
That's a great name. Yeah, I definitely had the idea for like Just Eat and delivery way before that. When I was ordering takeaway, I just thought, would this be better ordered online? And then you think, well,
me too. Yeah, I think
they can't do it themselves. But maybe if you could provide a platform, then that would be good. But never got around to building that. It's Globo here in Spain, although there is a bit of Just Eat. I don't think they're quite as popular.
I've done that. I've done stock trading as a side project. I've done had a business, which was a side business, which was almost like an ambulance chaser, selling car crash leads to a panel of solicitors when I worked for a car rental company because I knew the industry and I was connected. I've always had some kind of side hustle going on. I mean, lots of them didn't work for lots of different reasons. Like the car one didn't work because the law changed around how commissions could be paid, and then we got fed up of the food one. But yeah, tried loads, and now I'm a massive fan on TikTok of watching other people's side hustles. Like, I follow this guy who quit his job. He's not a side hustle. Quit his job, rented a van, and now he does moves people's furnitures. And his TikTok is a daily journal of what he did that day, and he's trying to get to 100 grand a year. Or there's another guy that goes to charity shops and picks out all the best clothes and sells them on eBay. I love that stuff. I think it's awesome.
Yeah. I had a side hustle similar to that. We had in Bedford, we have an auction room, just like a standard auction room where they do auctions, a bit like eBay, but the old-fashioned way. And I always thought there was opportunity there because they had like an electronics department, and you could just like buy a massive box full of various things. And I remember once I bought this like lot of, I think it was like 30 Scion organizers. This was like before iPhones and iPads, these little open flip-flop things with keyboard and diary. Thought, well, I could just sell them all on eBay. They're all broken. But, they had various different bits that were broken. Some had a broken screen, some had a broken keyboard. So I basically took them all apart on the kitchen table and kind of mangled a few together, got them working, sold 3 or 4 and kind of nearly broke even. I always thought there was potential there. And going around car boot sales and that, looking for opportunities in charity shops. And we've all tried that one, haven't we, and sell them on eBay. It's quite a lot of work.
There's one side hustle which I haven't tried, and I'm going to float the idea now and get feedback in the chat whether people think I should or not, but OnlyFans.
I don't know. There's a niche for everyone, isn't there? People are into some weird stuff. So.
Bearded bears on OnlyFans, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, no.
Angry Adam on OnlyFans. Check it out.
It feels slightly uncomfortable now.
Watch me eat food, like, yeah.
There's a lot of people make a lot of money on OnlyFans, and I say people are into some weird stuff. So I don't know. Having too many websites because of the shiny object syndrome. Say no to more websites. Well, that is an issue. You get this idea, you're on GoDaddy or whatever, you're registering domain names, and
that's so hard for us because we see the age domains every week, and everyone would buy. Like, that could be amazing.
That'd be a good one, yeah.
Especially when you see the research and like, oh my god, they found all these sites which look like you could easily beat them, and then oh my god, do we want to keep this one for ourselves?
You just have to say no.
It's hard sometimes, really
Leave
hard.
it alone. Do you guys get video sponsorship requests, and how do you say no? Yeah, I get
We've had a couple recently. We don't really tend to get. We've had a couple recently, but they seem like they're automated ones, and most of them are to promote like cryptocurrency stuff. So it doesn't even feel like it's targeted. So
no, I get them as well. They're complete bogus ones. And I get like, can you promote our new mobile game? Which is fine because I see these kind of on random channels, and some people, I guess they are kind of real. I mean, I could like halfway through a video go, actually, rather than do this, I'm going to break and start playing, Age of Laws or whatever, and they only pay a few hundred. But generally, if someone approaches me and I think that it's a good product or service that will fit with my audience, then I will do an honest review on it. They can't pay me to say things; they can give me the product or service for free. And I'll tell everyone if it's good or bad. So I've got a couple I've mentioned Fiverr. I'm working with Fiverr to do some videos. But I would be completely honest that Fiverr will pay for my gigs that I buy, but I'm going to choose the gigs and I'm going to get the service and I'm going to show them. So again, I want to outsource. I want to improve some of my content. So things like adding illustrations. I'm going to hire an illustrator on Fiverr. The compilation video I've already mentioned, and converting articles into video again using Fiverr. They wouldn't give me enough credits because there's some guys on Fiverr that will do like a proper live action video based on your article. They start like $3,000 or something like that.
I'd love to see the one where it's getting popcorn out of your teeth. I'd love to see what they come up with that one.
Yeah, they would for that. You could hire people on Fiverr, get a gig. They'll get actors in and everything and do it, proper in a studio.
Oh, for Fiverr.
Toothpicks. Yeah, on Fiverr. I am getting a video for that. I am getting a video for that one, for the teeth one. But it's not going to be live action. It's just going to be like an animated explainer type video.
Oh, I wish you hadn't said. Now you got me all excited for the live action.
Well, maybe I'll next. If these few videos work out well for Fiverr, maybe I can get more credits next time. But generally, video sponsorship requests. I say no. I say no.
Oh my God! You see, new site Jojo. OnlyFans for SEOs. Building links nude at the desk with an under desk cam.
It feels slightly uncomfortable. Wish Ahrefs would give me a free login. Lol. Well, they don't give me a free login.
They know how to say no. Ahrefs know how to say no. No affiliate program, no login. Sols.
Yeah. Why is that? Why have they got no affiliate program?
I don't know. It's weird because Sarah's having a fit program, right?
Yeah, maybe we'll start using that more.
I think Ahrefs just. I think their line is, we see that there's enough value in the product. We don't need to sell to affiliates. We can buy it anyway.
Maybe. I guess they kind of want to. But a lot of people are now slagging off Ahrefs, aren't they? How's their search engine doing, by the way?
Oh, yeah. What was it even called? I've forgotten now again.
I don't know. That was a strange.
I did see they added some cool new features this week, though, where you can go back and they've got like a calendar view of organic keywords lost now by day in a calendar view, and they're adding pages. And they've also got like some comparison stuff in there as well now, so you can compare like pages in a graph format to like this year versus last year, see how many keywords it's ranked for, that kind of stuff. So it looks pretty cool. I haven't tested them out yet, but I saw something that said that they released them.
Oh, interesting.
But on the flip side, I mean, you can't get the basics right sometimes because you go on there and like you're on there refreshing for 10 minutes. So
yeah, and you can't get the base stuff. And they've got that like, new like overview 2.0, which doesn't seem any. I always switch back to the old one, but maybe.
Yeah. They literally just turned off the old organic keyword view as well. You don't have to use keywords 2.0, and I don't know. I hate change for the old.
Yeah, I don't know if it is better or or it's not better, or we just hate change. It's difficult to know. For example, I know that with GA4, it's definitely not better.
No. And the weird thing with the new Ahrefs stuff is you go on overview and then you go on overview 2.0, and it gives you different numbers for organic keywords and organic traffic.
And DR.
What is that? And DR sometimes, yeah. Wow, what is that about? Surely it's the same.
Don't know. Very strange. Bradbury's unsubscribed. Was that all the images that were being conjured about Adam's OnlyFans? That is the thing with Ahrefs. It is very expensive. So for like an up and coming, brand new, person on the scene trying to get their niche websites up and running, it's kind of out of their reach, isn't it?
Did they stop doing that like light version where you could connect your search console?
There was like a free version, wasn't there, with a little bit of info? Don't know.
Yeah, there was one to it, and then they give you like a light version, but I don't know if they stopped doing that. I know they stopped the 7-day free trial, but I don't know if they stopped the light version either.
Because all those tools are really expensive, aren't they? Really?
Yeah.
They're like it's more established people that are earning a bit of money, but I mean, if you are just starting out, do you even need it? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how much use I actually get out of Ahrefs. What do you think is the most useful thing in Ahrefs? Which tool do you use all the time apart from just checking your rankings?
I mean, we use tons of different bits in there because we check in each domains all the time. So we look at anchor text, we look at the link profile, we look at where those links are pointing to, so best pages by links. The cool thing, compared to
those. Very
cool
useful for age domains. What if you're not buying age domains?
Well, it's still useful, but I think you can do lots of the stuff for free. Like you can use different kinds of free tools like Answer the Public and also Ask, and Google. People also ask them to just use Google to do keyword research and stuff. I mean, if you're going to look at backlink profiles, you're going to need a tool, and I think, unbiased opinion, Ahrefs probably has the best backlink database. So if you're going to be looking at competitors and the link profiles, you need a tool, and I think Ahrefs is the best tool for that. But starting out, when you don't need to do that kind of stuff, you don't really need it, to be fair. The other thing I like about Ahrefs, or any kind of tool as well, is monitoring how a site is doing when you first launch it, because like you can look in Google Analytics, but it doesn't really give you a true representation. But if you look in Ahrefs, you can see how many keywords are in the top 100. They might not be driving traffic, but at least you can see you've got traction, and eventually they're going to drop.
You can see that something is happening. There's a bit of green there. You are getting picked up, even if you're on page 4 of Google. That's a little bit of progress, isn't it?
Yeah, so the two things we look at is like impressions in Search Console and number of keywords in the top 100. It's good for that kind of stuff, monitoring early progress.
Okay, let's go to a couple of comments. Bradbury says most tools are pricey for what you get. All priced towards agencies and businesses. If you're on your own, they mostly don't seem worth it. But Gaz says the ability to check your competitors' keywords and backlinks seems quite useful. It is for sure.
Yeah, I mean,
but there probably are cheaper tools that will do that.
Yeah, what is it? $99 these days for a month? like starting
Is
off.
it? That sounds cheap.
Like-
I think it's more than that.
Is it?
Okay, so
cheapest
light
one
is
used to be around
€89 a month. Yeah. But you get you get the Keyword Explorer, Site Explorer. Does the Site Explorer give you the your competitor stuff? You get the rank tracker.
Yeah.
It's backlink profiles, yeah, it does. Yeah, Site Explorer does. Yeah,
Okay, maybe 89 a month isn't too bad.
it's not too bad. I guess if you're going to plan a whole year's worth of stuff or something, then you can potentially use it just for 1
Cheaper than
month.
I remember.
Turn it off.
Cheaper than I remember. Okay. There's some tools that you just end up using all the time. I use Jasper all the time. I use Canva all the time. Oh, we were having some fun with Jasper last night on the stream with the art thing. Trying to get a Shih Tzu dog eating an egg. God, we got some horrendous things coming up.
I can only imagine what kind of shit.
And then we got the obviously classic joke about Shih Tzus.
Yep.
Went to a zoo. There was only one dog there. It was a Shih Tzu. Anyway, yeah. Barry says the flip side is there are mostly free alternatives out there to get you by until you start earning a bit. Yeah. You guys ever thought of creating some software as a service? That seems to be the quick way to $1 million.
Yeah, we have. We're just a bit busy with everything else first.
We keep saying no. Basically, we've
Saying
thought
no.
about it on a few different occasions.
I say it's
It's
a
like-
quick way to $1 million, but I think there's probably a lot of development and work and headaches involved.
Yeah.
Once you get it right, though, I mean, fine. I always believe in following the money, says Julian. Google Keyword Planner shows cost per click, which gives away the search value as search how popular it is, and such, and it's free. The thing with Keyword Planner, Julian, is that it's very focused on paid ads. In fact, that's what it's for, isn't it? Because it's part of Google AdWords, Google Ads. So just because something has low pay-per-click value does not necessarily mean that it doesn't have a lot of search volume. Because if you're creating a content site and you're going for a lot of informational keywords, those are the kind of keywords that people don't generally run ads on. In fact, Google don't particularly like running ads on those particular keywords. So yeah, for commercial keywords like, I don't know, pressure washer, best pressure washer, that kind of thing, then yeah, you'll be able to see some kind of an indication of volume. But for something like how to clean aluminium decking, is that such a thing? I don't know. It'll show a very low cost per click on that, but that doesn't necessarily mean that people aren't searching for it.
Yeah.
I think it's quite limited.
nobody's running ads on it.
Keyword Planner. But then again, I think the whole search volume thing is probably not really worth too much effort. I generally just create content now around absolutely every keyword, and I'm often surprised with keywords that show zero volume, but then actually end up bringing in a ton of traffic.
Yeah.
Joanne, good to see you. How are you?
Hi, Joanne.
Hello, Joanne. Joanne, have I been speaking to you on LinkedIn this last week? Maybe.
So, Adam, bring me back to LinkedIn. What the heck is the value in spending all that much time on LinkedIn? I think it's just like some glorified contact database, isn't it? LinkedIn.
I don't know. I don't know. In all honesty, it's a test. To be fair, I connected with some guy. Jumped on a call with him. I'd been seeing his posts everywhere. They were like all about blogging and niche sites. I was like, "This is awesome. How have you done this?" And he's only been on LinkedIn for 4 weeks. He's been posting daily and spending an hour every day engaging with people in the space. And some of his posts now get 100,000 plus views. I'm like, sounds awesome. I want to do that. And I just started on Saturday night, and I don't know. We'll see
So
what the
you're
value.
using it to promote niche website builders, I assume.
Kind of. I mean, I'm not. I'm not salesy on there. I'm talking about like how I bought the site and flipped it and things I did. Or
You're sharing information. Okay. So people spend like they go on there on a regular basis, like in a similar way to Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and YouTube, do they?
Seems to be. Yeah. Some of the posts from this week now have had 7,000-8,000 views, like 40, 50 comments. Had a couple of people message, which have turned into sales leads for niche website builders.
Okay, so you think you're getting value from that?
I've seen. I mean, see how it goes. But I had quite a few people reach out and say, just hey, I'm actually follow Niche Website Builders. Love the videos that you guys make. Love the podcast. And I didn't even know who they are. Like it's good. So it's good to connect with those kinds of people as well.
Interesting. So, but I think for a niche website owner, it wouldn't be of any value, would it? Or would it? Maybe it would.
I mean, it's a lot of, to be fair, it's a lot of work. I think you could probably spend an hour doing different work on a niche website that would have
writing a bit of content or something, maybe might be more.
Yeah, exactly. But like I said, I don't even know if I'm going to carry on doing this for a long time. I thought it was really cool what this guy was doing and what he'd achieved in like a 4-week period, and I was like, I'm going to commit to this for 4 weeks and see if I can do the same. It's almost like a competition now. I want to do what he's done in 4 weeks. If he can do it, I can do it. And what comes of that, I don't know. We'll see. I'll keep you updated week on. Is it been worth my time and effort?
I guess though for you guys, your sales value is quite high, so you'd only need like 1 or 2 clients, wouldn't you? And then it would be well worth your time.
Yeah, definitely. The only problem is like it's my time as one of the founders. Like it's not a salesperson's time or whatever, and that's the hard part I think with LinkedIn is to come across as genuine and helpful. You've got to have an understanding. So like the posts around experience of building and buying and flipping like my own site and things like that. I think it's our time, and our time as founders are quite valuable. So spending an hour a day doing it is still a big cost for the business. I think. Yeah.
You don't think you could get to a point where you could kind of delegate that task once you've got your head around exactly what needs to be done?
I can do. Like we've got a couple of people in the team, like our website investing specialist now, where like for the last 6 months, it's been a massive transfer of knowledge from me and Mark over to them guys. Like they could pick it up, I think. But again, it's time. Like, is their time best spent there, or is it best spent elsewhere? I don't know. For now, the jury's out. I just thought it was. This guy's story sounded cool, and I wanted a bit of it, to be honest.
Bit of the action.
Literally as far as it goes.
Well, we're rapidly approaching the top of the hour, and there's only 20 likes, 2 dislikes. We'll count that as a interaction, so that's 22. We need another 28 likes, if my maths is correct, to do a giveaway. Although they know I'll do it anyway, even if we don't get there. But come on, at least give me a little bit of encouragement. There's 27. Quite quiet today. I guess it's because Doug's not on. He's the star of the show generally. But yeah, if you haven't clicked the like button yet, why not do it right now, and then we can maybe do a little bit of.
Is the dislike button like saying no as well? Maybe where you got those 2.
Yeah, what the dislike button is really. You, even as creator now, you don't really see how many dislikes. You have to kind of drill down, don't you, to find that out, and they don't publicly show them anymore. No, and no one's quite sure what effect it has on the YouTube algorithm.
Well, like if someone presses a dislike.
Yeah, does that move a video down? I don't think it does it?
Yeah, because you could just go to someone you don't like and just keep pressing dislike on every video, register a couple of accounts. Oh my God, I'm giving Charles ideas now. I'll stop.
God love Charles. What happened to the guy who could make us 30,000 a week with his system?
What's this? It's LinkedIn system, is it?
What are you talking about?
Is this a LinkedIn system bribery?
Don't know what he's talking about.
I mean, if I can get it, hey, this could be me next week. I could be making £30,000 a week from LinkedIn next week. Could be me. I don't know.
Come on, bro. We want to know. Okay, so yeah, let's. He was on. Okay. You're talking about. I think I know who you're talking about.
Said he was going to tell us the secret.
You're talking about Matthew. Was it Matthew?
The guy who lives in Uganda.
Yeah. I had a good chat with him the other day. He does make a lot of money. I'm pretty sure of that. And yeah, he just wanted to talk to me. He didn't want to sell me anything, actually. We had a good chat, shared some information. He basically just said, look, I could be making a lot more money if I use my email list better. Maybe I should do a mentorship program, all this kind of thing, which is what he does. And, selling those real high ticket products, which I've always been wary of.
Yeah, I had a mentor kind of route where he's selling.
Well, the high ticket trainings that you see around, I'm sure some are very good, but when you are going to be recommending something that costs $1,000 for some training, and then there's a ton of upsells as well once they start going through that, and that's what we were talking about. But he's very successful with it, and it's something I've often thought about, but then I've always I want to make sure that it reconciles with my reputation and my credibility and integrity. I don't want to promote really expensive, horrible Ty Lopez style courses or anything like that. So, but you had a good chat. Very interesting talking to him just about living in Uganda. I mean, wow. Right, anyway, let's do this. How many likes have we got? We managed to scrape in 26 interactions, I'm going to say. So, yeah, if you want to win some WP Eagle merch, although today I'm wearing some Elemental merch. Ah, bless old Elemental, eh? I mean, is that a business with a future? I don't know.
They're going to have to pivot hard, aren't they, I think?
Pivot! Yeah.
Pivot.
Well, they have tried to, because now they offer, rather than trying to sell you the plugin, they try and sell you a hosted Elemental website. They're trying to pivot into being like a Wix or a Squarespace, I think.
Okay.
Which is weird, because it's still powered by WordPress, of course. I think it must be.
Yeah, very good.
I don't know what happened. Did Gutenberg kill the page builders?
I think they still got a place. I think some page builders. I mean, it depends, doesn't it? Like, I think maybe the next update of Gutenberg, maybe, I don't know, might kill them all.
I just think a lot of sites have become a lot more simplistic, haven't they? And there's a lot less bells and whistles, which is kind of what Elementor brings.
Yeah.
Where's the like button on mobile? Should just be below the stream. Helen. Good to see you, Helen. Good to see you there. Right, now we've got a few more people talking. Another 30 seconds. Got to be quick because I'm going to take the kids to the dentist. It's fun. First visit to the Spanish dentist.
Do they speak English, or does
they do? Yes, thank God.
They come back with no teeth.
Yeah, I've
it's
said
understood
wrong,
what you wanted.
What? Pull them all out, really? Yeah. Okay, there's not too many people in, but let's transition and get this wheel of names going. Where's my transition here?
Position it.
There we go.
There we go.
Let me get the mic here. This mic is good that Doug recommended if I get it in front of my face. There we go. You can't find the like button. Doesn't matter, Helen. You're still in the. Let me just. What? Oh, I've got like two desktops going on here. It's freaking me out. We can see what's going on now, can we? I think so.
Yeah, I can see. Well, I can see some screen.
Dox myself. Okay.
There you go.
Alrighty, where is everyone? Here we go. Here's everyone here. I've got too many tabs open. Not that many people here, so you have all got a really good chance of winning some merch this afternoon. Let's see. If you are a member, you get 2 entries, remember. So if you want to join, that's not the one I wanted. I want to drum roll. Yeah, so if you want to increase your chances in the draws, you can join by clicking the join button below the stream. More drum roll. Let's go. Oh, the suspense. The drum roll's not long enough. Come on. Or maybe the wheel's too long. Hey, Jonathan, it's just seen you sneak in there. Is it going to be the one, the only? It's going to be between the two.
Bradbury.
Regulars, Bradbury or Electronic Earnings. The suspense. Bradbury, a well-deserved win.
Congrats.
Congratulations. Bradbury, drop me an email with your stuff and we'll sort you out. But let's wrap it up.
Cool.
Right, what do you got for us this week? Anything on?
Yeah, we've got a super podcast or live stream tomorrow. We're talking about a new site that we've launched, internal project site.
Sounds exciting.
We've launched the site. It's about 7 weeks old now. We are aiming to get it from it's on an age domain. I think it was about a DR27 when we launched, and the whole aim is to get it to 2,000 posts and a DR60 plus by the end of the year. So we're currently 600 pieces of content deep, 2 age domains, and we're running a Haro campaign. So it's already gone from a DR27 to a DR30 something. Traffic's going up. We're already over 100 visitors a day. Show the graph in Ahrefs has just exploded. So excited. We're going to start sharing. 3 till 4 tomorrow on the Niche Website Builder channel.
Okay. You'll find a link, by the way, to the Niche Website Builders channel in the description. Anything else going
on? Not really, I don't think. Lots of stuff behind the scenes going on, but
have you got a sale on, or is there a sale coming up, or have we missed the sale?
Missed the sale.
Missed it.
Oh,
that was last week.
There was a sale last week. You missed it. But I guess the next one will be Black Friday, will it?
Yeah, pretty much. It's coming up quick. I can't believe it's almost
October. Yeah.
Year. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, Black Friday then.
Okay, have you got anything to add, Mark?
No, that's it. Other than always building.empires.live for our week-long event that we've got coming up in January, February. Head over there to go and register. But we've got 5 days this time, 3 days of talks, 2 days of workshops. So yeah, go and sign up. Building.empires.live.
Building.empires.live. Perfect. Good. All right. Well, we'll be back again next week, I guess. Whose channel are we on? Yours channel next week, is it?
It'll be Doug's.
Doug's channel next week. So keep an eye out for that. You'll find a link to Doug's channel in the description as well. You can go and subscribe right now. I will probably be doing a live stream tomorrow. It'll probably be early though, but I'll let you know on social media. Got some things going on tomorrow, so I've got to work around that. But yeah. Other than that, we bid you all farewell and good luck with your sites. We'll see you all soon.
Good luck, everyone.
Bye.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye.